again, we in this day and age now. We spoke about it recently that the idea of that, women are doing very well, these days, and whether they having a high paying job or making a lot of money, whatever, just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, whatever, depending on who you ask and what the situation you're talking about, it can mess up like how that dynamics between men and women. Like, the more women are going through these corporate ladders and defeating companies and being tight and all that shit, whatever, the inner workers of our intimate dynamics and relationships, the hard wiring could be a little off.
Listen,
so I know you had a quote one time saying no woman climbs through these corporate ladders without being unscathed. 100%. Like she doesn't leave without being jaded.
Yeah, before I even talk about that side of it, it's just one of the things where it's like money is not the only thing that creates the leverage for a man in a relationship, where a lot of the times I've seen where women think because men have used their money to throw it around, women feel like, okay, you're not going to control me with your money. I'm going to go get my own money. It's fine and dandy. But it's still another 8 to 9 things that have to be accounted for. So even if a woman is able to become super successful and get some money or whatever case may be, that doesn't take away from a man's leadership ability. That doesn't take away from a man's ability to be able to give guidance. Protection. That doesn't take away from a man's ability to be able to protect. So what I think tends to muddy the waters when it comes to these type of discussions is most of the time, the moment that they earn higher than their man, they literally lose all sense of respect. And it's like, that's equivalent to your kid growing up, making more money than you and say, you're not my dad no more. You're not my mom no more. So my question then becomes to the women, if your child makes more money than you, are you not the parent? Like, do you still not have their best interest at heart? Are you unable to guide them at this point? Are you unable to protect them? Are you unable to care for them because of this one element? And they'll be like, what? Fuck no, I'm still the man. So it's like, we still the men. This is still the man. Even if you find yourself in a more financial position that's more equipped than this person, that don't mean that a motherfucker can't help you in that arena or in all the other arenas and facets of life. So for the men that's out there, don't attach your value to money because that's not the only thing. That don't mean don't get no money. It just means that that's not what's the only thing that you add to the table. And for the ladies, don't overlook the men that could be a great fit for you because, and I'm not saying, we're not talking about a broke man. We're not talking about a poor man. We're just talking about a man where you might be making 80K, he's making 55. And it's like, yeah, that extra 25,000 might seem like a bump because your check's looking like 1,600, 18, 2,400, whatever the case may be. And his looking like 16, 17. But the fact of the matter is that $900, you can't pay somebody for the type of guidance a good man will give you. Can't pay somebody $900 for the type of protection a good man will give you. So don't allow that to trick you into thinking that you have hierarchy in a situation when it's really just you just doing well. You know what I mean? Add to the pot. Don't take away from it by way of always trying to compare yourself or just feel like you above because of a child was like, Dad, what the fuck can you tell me? Yeah, I'm 12, but I make more money than you. Like, say if your fucking kid blow up on YouTube, now they making 50K a month, 100K a month, $1 million a month. Are you not the fucking parent? And when y'all understand that in that capacity, you'll realize that that shit don't matter. Earning more than a man don't mean nothing. Don't make you the man. It don't make you more responsible. It just make you more financially successful in that one arena.
At that time too.
At that time.
Like a change, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the reason I highlight that is because I like to see it creates an imbalance, and I like to see balance in relationships. And I'm not saying that it's not a good thing to do or a good thing. I'm saying that don't overlook what you have because of what you have, and it's really just that simple.
Bar. I remember again. I've said this before, but I'll give my.
Oh, you did good. Go. Do good.
You got it?
I was having one of your moments.
Oh, okay.
See how it fucked you up.
It did.
So just so you understand, like. This cool. I ain't even gonna put this. The 1%ers I know.
Behind the scenes smut.
Yeah. This man be abruptly moving, be throwing me off. Like, so I abruptly move it and stop your thought.
Leave a comment wherever you watch it. If you ever seen me just
did you not understand this? Ricky will cut to my close up.
I ain't gonna blame Ricky.
No, I'm giving Ricky credit. Ricky just he's so good at what he do, he don't catch you. Like
I see. But I've said before, I give my wife the credit again, where in beginning of our relationship, she made more money than me for several years, or whatever, and I even felt like she had a clear or a further start and like just having like a better grasp of adulthood and shit like that, whatever. And I had to catch up at a certain point, and but it never, out of the several things we've argued throughout the years, whatever, it's never been a type where she's like, nigga, you ain't the man, you don't do this and that, whatever. One, because I wasn't ever going for that shit because I'm just not wired that way. Right. And two, she's not wired that way. Yeah. Where she thinks, I don't give a fuck if it's $1 million, that it means that you want to even lead, sure. You want a man that's going to allow you to lead. That's not, the dynamic.
Make you the leader.
Exactly.
Ooh, so that's what I should have framed. Lead and financially don't make you the leader.
Bar. You still get credit for it.
But it would have been good in the sequence.
Yeah, the sequence, yeah,
for sure.
But so we always had that good chemistry. And then once it kind of changed, where I start taking a lead at certain things financially, and the dynamics change in that regard, it'll just the same. It was the same shit for me. I wasn't. I didn't make more money now. He's like, bitch, now I'm gonna really start showing you what it's like. No,
yeah, you gonna see the real me.
Yeah, like, no. So we both had that comfort and security and trust and respect for each other, regardless of
that's why y'all married.
Yeah, regardless who had the bigger wallet at the time per se.